also now joined by head coach and sporting director Bobby Smyrniotis. If you have any questions on Zoom, just use the raise hand icon, but we'll start off with Mitchell Tierney. Go ahead, Mitch.
Bobby, obviously they score, I think it's 3 minutes into the match. You feel like that's been a bit of an issue this season at home, as you guys maybe starting a little bit slow?
Not necessarily. I think today's a little bit different, though. Today you can say that we haven't started slow. We've made a very uncharacteristic mistake in the first minute of the game. That happens. In games when you play long enough, when you've been in football long enough, and when you try and play a lot of football. It's the byproduct. Most of it is good. Sometimes you'll have a situation like that. The reaction has been good from the guys. Our attacking football has been good, and then, we get hit with a goal that we've seen before, and that's why you smile, because that's exactly what football is. But I think the guys have done a good job at that. We sent wave after wave of attack, created some good opportunities, and it just wasn't our day to get that second one in the back of the net.
How do you maybe make sure this doesn't disrupt the great flow you guys have had through the start of the season?
One thing is, as a team and a lot of the players, they go through these. When you win a couple of games, nothing is done, and when you lose, nothing is done either. That's the one thing you learn very quickly. Because you're going to play a lot, you're going to play against teams who do different things on the pitch. So you just shake it off and you move on. That's the biggest thing. We walked in with a few changes today due to some issues we had in the last couple of days, and I think those changes in the lineup also did us very well. A few guys have gone in there and had some excellent performances, so you have to take away the positives. It's not that we didn't create high quality opportunities. You look at our entries and all the advanced stats, and you can talk about those all day, but in the end, it's what counts is the 3 points. And today we don't have the 3 points, but more often than not, if you do the right things, you win games, and that's the one thing I've learned. So that's kind of the message to the guys as we push forward over this next few days with a couple of very important games. We keep on doing the right things, and when you do that repeatedly, good things come.
Coach, I've been here all day. I've watched the Sigma game before this, and I guess the one commonality between Sigma and Forge today, it seems, was a bit of complacency around the back with some mistakes that almost led to goals. Fortunately for Sigma, it didn't cost them, but the Forge, I guess in this case, it did. What can you say on that regard?
Players are human beings. Yeah, and when you're a human being, and we all know that, we're not perfect, and you're gonna have days like that. You don't want them. But we're not magicians that we go touch them on the head and it all goes away. Sometimes it's going to occur, and we've made some uncharacteristic stuff today. And it's cost us a goal early on, and you just got to make sure you minimize that and keep on doing the right things on the pitch. And we've done a lot of right things. We deserve more than a goal in this game. There's no doubt. But it's one thing to deserve, and it's one thing that you get. And today we didn't get it. Credit to Vancouver, they've come here, they've gotten 3 points, and we move on.
It makes sense, and you always talk about one game at a time. Now that this game's over, and obviously you end up with a massive match on Wednesday at one of the talking events. Is it just that mentality now, and you try to get the guys past this match off to Montreal and to try and overturn that? Overturn it.
Yeah, of course, tomorrow we'll be in, just recovery. Work with a few of the guys who missed today's game to bring them up to speed, and it's a whole different game, different competition, so it's easy to refocus and re-go. That's the one thing that we do well around here as the players, and in the end it doesn't matter. You could win today and everyone's happy, and you can go in and put in a bad performance too. So nothing is guaranteed. The one thing is the guys got a great mentality, and I know they'll be in tomorrow. We'll take the positives. We'll talk about some of the stuff that just needs to be cleaned up, and I always call that as respecting the game, because the game gives you a lot, but sometimes when you don't respect it, it also takes a few things. And today it took a few things from us, and making sure that that's important to us in the next match.
Next, we'll head to Zoom. Go ahead, Zach.
Bobby, I wonder if you could speak to the different challenge that Vancouver FC proposed to you in this game in comparison to last year. Obviously, they made drastic changes to their squad. Ashton's had a different approach to things this year. Where can you talk about that?
Yeah, it's a tough one, right? Because we've given up a goal very early, so maybe we didn't see fully what they wanted to do, but they've gotten the goal early, and then they've sat back and soaked pressure. So we could see that in the beginning and even after the goal, they wanted to push up a little bit higher. That left a lot of gaps in between their lines in different places, and I thought our guys did good. It's just, sometimes the toughest thing is the final pass, the quality of the final pass and finish. And even in the first half, that was missing from us. We got into some excellent places. But what they are this year is a more experienced team. Maybe one of the more older teams in the league that maybe we faced, and that comes with experience a little bit. But, on the flip side, when you look back and, when I walk into the office and take a look at everything, we've done a lot of the right things which usually lead to more goals in a game. But they stuck to it, very disciplined, with a group of players that have experience playing in this league over the years, and that ultimately helped them out to get the points they needed.
Both their goals came off of set plays today. I'm wondering if in your preparation, whether it's for the Canadian Championship or back in the league, if that will be a focus for you with your players, or do you have any concern about that? Obviously, in modern football, there's no longer both posts covered by defenders, but yeah, just wondering your kind of approach to that, and if what happened today will influence kind of how you train over the next week or so.
We work on set pieces 3 times a week, every week, throughout the year. Doesn't matter what time of year it is. Same thing with penalty shots and different things. So it's something that's normal that we'll do, and we'll do the same thing going forward. But if we start specifically defending for goals directly from corner kicks, then we're waiting for I don't want to say 1 in a million, because I've seen 2 in the last how many months, and one was very nice for us. So you just take it as it is. It's one of those moments happens in the game, and you move forward. And that was the message to the guys at halftime. It's 0-2, but we're in this game and we've got this game. So that was important for us, and I thought we deserve to at least come out with a point today.
Thanks so much, Bobby, and all the best.
Thank you.
I also have one more thing, Coach. I always think your mind's on Wednesday, but your next CPL match is in the nation's capital. I think we did speak about this in the first conference of the year, but I wanted to talk about Atletico Ottawa with the signings that they've made in the offseason. What are your thoughts going into that match as well? Like, you're facing a team that has really improved a lot, their squad, and has started off the season really, really well.
It's a good question for Thursday. But yeah, okay. Ottawa started off well, and they've changed a lot of their team. It's normal. If my team finished out of the playoffs, I'd probably have to change a lot of players too. So I think that's the normal world of football. That happens everywhere in the world, and they've done something that's very good for them. Other than that, we'll deal with them. We've got a big match on Wednesday that we got to take care of, and then we'll look at them when Thursday morning rolls around. Thank you.
That's all the questions I have for today. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, everyone.